Hello, good evening, viewers. Good evening, seekers of self knowledge or divine knowledge. Today we will continue with the 16th sloka of 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It is called Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. Okay, so before that, Om Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Okay. Now let us first read the sloka or the words and then we'll explain the meaning. Aham, now 16th sloka, 16th of the 9th chapter. Aham kratuhu, aham yajnaha, svadha aham aushadam, mantro ahameva ajyam, aham agnihi, aham hutam. Aham kratuhu. He is saying, I am kratu. So kratu means it is a holy rite or ritual. So it can be, in other words, it is sacrificial rites or rituals or religious ceremonies or some spiritual rites, spiritual works. So anything which is a good work, good deed or good action is a rite or ritual. So religious or spiritual or holy or good. Any work or action is called as a kratu. So aham yajnaha. I am yajnaha. Yajna, what is meant by yajna? It is also a sacrificial rite, especially when done in the presence of holy fire, in the holy pit. You would have seen this yajnas being done by pandits, scholars. So, why do we do yajna? Yajna is to propitiate gods and goddesses, angels. So, what will be done in yajna? Whatever is precious to man, like food cake, rice cakes, clothes, money, fruits, flowers, ghee, honey, navadhanyas, that means 9 types of grains that we eat. So many things are there. Those are precious for human beings. Milk, uh, ghee. Ghee means clarified butter, melted butter. So these we consider very precious to man. So that we offer to God to please them. So it is to say, oh God, you have given me food, water, etc., etc. So as my gratitude, I am again offering to you with whatever I have. So that is called as yajna. Then why to lit the holy fire in the holy pit? Because fire is considered as God in, especially in Hinduism and also in many religions. Fire is considered as one form of God. So fire is the utmost purifier. We know that whatever impure or pure we put it in fire, it will become reduced, it will be burnt away and get reduced to ash. Such a powerful purifier is this fire. So in Vedas it is believed that it is stated that you put all the precious items into the holy fire and that fire god will hand over them to the respective god or goddess to which you are aiming to propitiate or please. So, such a powerful instrument or tool to please God, that action, that work is called as yajna. Not only that, say for example, Japa Yajna, that means you take a rosary of beads, Ram, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Shiva, Shiva. You just repeat the name of, holy name of God. That also is an Yajna. So Yajna is not necessarily done in a fire. Especially we use the term as such in the presence of fire. But there are different types of yajnas which doesn't need the use of fire. Just as such as just now I told you, the remembrance of holy name of God or mantra of God is also japa yajna. Japa means chanting the name of God. So it is called a japa yajna. So aham yajnaha, I am that yajna. See, Lord Krishna is saying that I am that. I have no definitive form. I enjoy and live in all the good and bad things. But I especially like or enjoy these good things that which you do. That is kratu, yajna, etc. Yajna is being a sacrificial, right? God likes it very much. Whatever yajna you do, He likes it very much. There are 400 different types of yajnas prescribed or mentioned in Vedas. 400. Out of that, 378 are called kamya yajnas. Kamya means desire. That yajna which we do with a particular desire. Say you would have heard it in Ramayana. The father of Rama, before he begot his children, he was not having children. So he did a yajna or a sacrificial rite to propitiate God to bestow him sons or children or any not only sons or daughters. He desired children for the continuance of his lineage. So for that he did a yajna called Putra Kameshti yajna. It is one of the 400 yajnas and one of the 378 Kamya yajnas. That means those that which we do with a desire in our mind. Such are 378. And how many are remaining out of 400? 378, 400 minus 378, 22. Those 22 are only to please God with no desire in mind. Such are 22. So I will tell what are those 22 later. Next, Swadha Aham. Aham means myself. Lord is saying, I am Swadha. Swadha means when we do yajnas in the holy fire, we offer clarified butter, which is called ghee, and say Indraya Swaha, Varunaya Swaha. Swaha term is used in such yajnas to while doing for gods and goddesses. But there are another types of gods. Those are called ancestral gods, ancestral deities. Who are those ancestral deities? Nothing but our forefathers and ancestors. Say, for example, who died, our forefathers or ancestors who died, they are all called as ancestral deities or gods. So, the date, every year, the date on which they died, there are certain holy rites to be performed. Why? To please our ancestral gods. Should we not? Yes, we should, because they gave life to us. Our mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, any of our near and dear relatives, they gave us life and this world in which we are living. So they gave us life, so we have to treat them as gods and goddesses. So they are called as ancestral gods. In Sanskrit, they are called Pitru Devata. Pitru means forefathers. Devata means angel or god or goddess. So Pitru Devata. So when doing holy rites for them to please these ancestral gods, we should not use Swaha. Indraya Swaha, Varunaya Swaha. We should not do like that. We should say Swadhana Mama, Swadhana Mama, Swadha. We use the term Swadha. And on that day, when they died, e- every year we have to do that on the same day. We have to place three balls or small globes of rice or food cakes, food balls, three food balls as offering to the oblations to the departed ancestral deities. That food ball is called Swadha. Okay, please remember that. So that is myself, Krishna is saying. That means, in other words, Krishna is accepting and approving these the rites or rituals pertaining to our ancestral gods also. That means we have to do our ancestral rites also every year. But how many of us are doing? So we have to check ourselves. So Swadha Aham, I am that Swadha, I am that football, food, small food globes, small food balls, balls of rice. We place it as an offering to our ancestral deities. That is myself. Aham Aushadham. Aushadham is medicine. So in ancient days, at the time of Mahabharata or Krishna or in ancient that Vedic time, there was no allopathy, there was no homeopathy, there was only Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a part and parcel of Vedas. Understand this. It is called, that is why it is called Upaveda. Ayurveda is called Upaveda. That means it is a part and parcel of Vedas. So, in that Ayurveda, there were so many prescriptions for our diseases and ailments. They are all made by collecting herbs and plants, tree barks, or the stems, creepers in the near surrounding forests and jungles, and they use it to make powder or some ointment like thing, and they use it to give to the patients as a medicine, and it is a wonderful one because it's a natural one. And this plant based herbal based medicines are really wonderful, and that knowledge is really wonderful. It is called Ayurveda. So if you have time, read that, study that Ayurveda. It's a wonderful knowledge. So that Aushadam, that medicine is myself. I am that mantro aham mantraha. I am mantra. Mantra means the name, the powerful name of a god or goddess is called as mantra. As such, as of now, there are around 7 crores of mantras, or in other words, 70 million mantras. Say, for example, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, so on and so forth. For Mother, Om Sri Matre Namaha. It will go on, Om Suryaya Namaha, Om Ganeshaya Namaha, and it will go on forever. So there are Gayatri Mantra. So there are 70 million mantras are existing. So all that which improve the evolution of human being, God is accepting as His own self. I am that mantra, because you will be liberated. You will evolve to higher forms with that mantra, because it is so potent. That mantra is so powerful. People will say, "Oh, what will happen if you just repeat a holy name, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya?" No, no, no. It is the utmost purifier. Yajnanam japayajnyaha asmi. He said in the 10th chapter. Yajnanam, in all the yajnas, japayajnyaha asmi. I am japayajna. That means the chanting of God's name is the highest yajna that a man can do. That is what is stated in 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. I will tell you in the next chapter. So such a powerful, and God likes repetition of his mantra, of his holy name. So every day, twice a day, we have to sit in with a rosary of beads and repeat his holy name. Whose name? God's name. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ramaya Namaha. Like that, whatever your personal God, you have to repeat. That is called mantra japam. So that mantra is myself. Ahameva ajyam. That means I am ajyam. Ajyam means clarified butter, melted butter, which is called as ghee. Ghee, and in Sanskrit it is called as ghrutam. Ghee, you pour it into the holy fire. Om Indraya Swaha, Om Varunaya Swaha. You pour the ghee with a long spoon into the holy fire. That is called as Ajyam. Next, Aham Agnihi. I am Agni. The sacred fire is myself. It is my own form. Krishna is saying. Don't think that our world is separate and God is sitting somewhere in Vaikuntha. No, He is all pervading and especially visible and tangible in good things and bright things and radiant things, in pure things. So those pure things are being told here. Agni, what is more pure than fire? So he is saying, Aham Agnihi. So I am that sacred fire. Aham Hutam. Hutam means offering, oblation. So I told you there are so many things, pure things, precious things to man that can be offered. You would have seen in Yajna. So they are offering 9 forms of grains called as Navadhanya, or rice cakes, or milk, or curd, or ghee. This is all given in Vedas only. Uh, Milk, curd, ghee, that means clarified butter, flowers, fruits, coconuts, even precious clothes, silk clothes, and so in olden days money is also used to be given. So all that which God has given you to make you happy, you in turn have to offer to him. Then only it is justice. Otherwise, you are like a thief. You stole God's objects and you are using it for your selfish needs, and you are not paying your gratitude to God. That is wrong. That is absolutely uh, wrong, deplorable. So you have to offer what God has given to you to back to Himself. Okay, now let us move to the next sloka. Pitahamasya jagatah mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkarah ruksama yajurevacha. Pita aham asya jagatah. Asya jagatah means to this world. Jagatah means jagat means world. Asya jagatah, to this world. Aham, myself, am Pita. I am the father of this world. Mata, I am the mother of this world. Dhata, I am the protector of this world. Pitamaha, I am the grandfather of this world. See, just try to understand why he is saying like that. Because he is the uh, root, he is the seed for all this. See, just like a if you sow a seed in the soil, slowly the seed will uh, disappear, and in its place a small offshoot will come. Then it will slowly grow to a plant, then a small tree, then a gigantic tree. In the same way, God is that seed. He created the causal worlds. Through that, He created the astral worlds. Through that, He created the physical worlds with human beings, animals, plants, etc. and etc. So He is the seed. That is why He's saying, I am the Father. So who gave birth to me? My mother and father. Who gave birth to those mother and father? Their mothers and fathers. And so on, so on, so on. Grandfather, grandfather, grandmother. So the first father and mother is God Himself. That is what is Lord Krishna is saying. Pitahamasya Jagataha. I am the father. Mata, I am the mother. Dhata, I am the protector. Not only I give you, see, our mother and father, not only they give birth and leave it away, leave us like that to the wind. They will take care. They will nourish us with food, water, milk, clothes, shelter, etc. Isn't it? In the same way, God is giving food, water, shelter, everything necessary for the life to run to the entire world. That is why He is the father and mother of the entire world, and a protector, Dhata, Pitamaha, grandfather. Then, because generally we say Brahma is the father, but Brahma was also created by Lord Krishna. That in that way also He is the grandfather. Next, Vedyam, whatever you need to know ultimately. See, we are learning all sciences, natural science, chemistry, physics, mathematics, English, social studies, or geometry, algebra, whatnot. We are engineering, technology, computers, artificial intelligence. So we are thinking that those are enough for us in this life. No. Who created the entire world? That is the ultimate reality. That is the ultimate knowledge with which you have, which you have to gain. That is why at the beginning of all my videos I say, good evening, viewers of, good evening, seekers of knowledge. I know many of you are educated in science, engineering, technology, agriculture, whatnot, commerce, business, but you are not uh, complete with knowledge. No, you have to know the knowledge of God, divine knowledge, self knowledge. Then only you are a truly knowledgeable person. That is why I say you are seeking knowledge, seekers of knowledge. So he's saying Vedyam, the ultimate knowledge which a man has to learn before he dies is God knowledge. Who is God? Where is He? How is He all pervading? Who created this universe? Who created myself? And so on and so forth. Next, Vedyam, Pavitram, that which is the purest in this earth is God. Omkaraha, that vibratory force which has created all these physical universes is the there is a sound that we cannot hear with these ears, but we can hear in meditation, deep meditation we can hear that. Yes, all yogis heard that. It is called Om in Hinduism, um, Amen, Amen in Christianity, and like that in so many religions. That vibratory force is called. Then Ruk Sama Yajur Evacha. Ruk Sama Yaju Evacha. Ruk Rigveda. Samaveda, Yaju, Yajurveda. All these three Vedas are myself only. That's what Krishna is saying. Next, Gatir Bharta, next 18th sloka. Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasas Saranam Suhrut Prabhavah Pralayah Sthanam Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. Gatihi, the ultimate goal, what you have to achieve. Oh, I want to become the president of United States. No, it is only 2 years after that he is no more. He is an ex-president. So that is not the goal. Goal is, so in this life you may be a president of United States. But what in the next life? Who knows? You are the president in your previous life. But do you know that in this life? So this is all temporary. Don't. It's a fake attraction, worst attraction. It is just it is called as infatuation. Don't go after that. So, but that who comes along with you in all your incarnations is God only. So that is why He is the final goal. Firmly keep that in mind. Bharta. Bharta means that which who bears you. Upholder. So, who is upholding you? Who is bearing you? God only is bearing you, because without His energy, can you walk? Can you talk? Can you work? Can you sleep? Can you eat? Can you drink? Without His energy, we are no more than a big mass of bones and flesh. He is inside us in the form of energy, and this consciousness, intelligence, everything is He only. That is why He is the upholder. Who is upholding the planets? How are they moving in the sky? How is sun shining without fail every day? All this is eternal power. He is omnipotent, all powerful God. He can do anything. He is the Bharta of every one of us. Gatir Bharta, Prabhu, our master. Sakshi, he is the witness. He is witnessing all our thoughts, all our deeds, all our words, whatever we are talking. He is recording. He is silently. Beware, don't think that nobody is observing you. He is listening to your every word. He knows every thought that is going through you, good or bad. And every good work or bad work is registered in God. He knows everything. That is why you are getting the next life in accordance with your good karma or bad karma, your good actions or bad actions. So please be aware of that. He is Sakshi, but He is very silent. God is very silent within us. He doesn't speak with us. That is His vow. So don't think that because He is silent, oh, I can do anything. No, He is registering everything. Please be aware of that before doing any bad. Nivasaha, He is our shelter. Saranam, refuge. Say if we are faced with some obstacles or difficulties or troubles in our life, in diseases, whom we have to resort to, whom we have to take refuge in, God only. That is why He is Saranam. Suhrut, He is the best friend. We don't know even the so-called best friends. At the time of need, we don't know whether they will be with us or not. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So that will be perfectly applicable to God only, because at any point of time you can take refuge in Him. You can take His help. He is always ever ready. Prabhavaha, Pralayah Sthanam. Prabhavaha, the entire creation is God only. Pralayaha, the dissolution, is being done by God only. Sthanam, the foundation of this universe, is God only. Nidhanam, after everything dissolved, that means after pralaya, after destruction of this entire world, Where will all the seeds go? It is called a storehouse. That is also God only. That also is God only. He will keep all the souls in one place. Again, after another creation cycle, He releases that. Again, we will be born, and with the same thing will be repeating. That is called the storehouse. Is called nidhanam. Bijam avyayam. See, I have told about this earlier. Bijam means seed. Avyayam, indestructible seed. That means uh, I told you, for every tree there is a seed. For every plant there is a seed. It will be of a very tiny size, but it will slowly evolve. In the same way, God is the indestructible seed of this creation because He has no birth or death. That is why He is indestructible. So He slowly opens up and creates so many universes. That is why He is called Bijam Avyayam. Okay? Now, we'll continue the remaining slokas in our next video. Okay, so till now we have completed 16, 17, 18 also we have completed. We will continue with the in the next video. Okay, till then, God bless you all.